In 2025, as warfare evolves with drones, precision strikes, and satellite-guided weapons, Russia is doubling down on a piece of Cold War-era military hardware, the armored train. And not just any train. The Yenisei is at the forefront. Recent footage from Russia shows the Yenisei rolling through undisclosed regions, heavily fortified and crewed by personnel carrying out live-fire exercises. These are not ceremonial displays. The Yenisei is actively deployed to support rail-based logistics and defend critical infrastructure, a role that has grown in importance amid the ongoing Ukraine conflict and rising tensions across Eastern Europe. The Yenisei armored train is equipped for ground and aerial threats. On board are 12.7mm Utios heavy machine guns, 30mm automatic cannons from BMP-2 infantry fighting vehicles, AGS-17 grenade launchers, and even 80mm mortars. This arsenal allows the crew to engage enemy infantry, drones, low-flying aircraft, and even light armored vehicles. Its operational purpose is threefold: escorting supply convoys, inspecting and repairing damaged rail lines, and securing transport routes under fire. Russia's vast geography and rail-dependent military logistics make these functions critical. Unlike supply trucks, trains can carry immense loads, but they're also vulnerable without protection. That's where armored trains come in. The Yenisei is no ordinary train. It deploys reconnaissance armored personnel carriers ahead of the convoy, scouting for ambushes or sabotage. The crew regularly practices high-alert scenarios, from drone swarms to artillery attacks. Footage shows gunners targeting airborne threats in simulated combat drills. This shows how seriously Russia is taking the modern threat landscape, where railways are targeted by precision-guided munitions and FPV drones. What's more concerning for Western analysts is that Russia plans to upgrade Yenisei with mobile air defense systems. Both the ZRK Panzer, likely referencing the Pantsir S system, and the Tor M2 surface-to-air missile systems are being considered. If integrated successfully, Yenisei could act as a mobile anti-air bubble, protecting key rail segments from drone and missile strikes. Historically, armored trains have been used by many nations, from the Tsarist Empire to the Soviet Union, often in irregular warfare or partisan-heavy environments. During World War II, they were crucial in defending logistics lines across vast, contested territories. Their reappearance now speaks to a blend of old tactics adapted for modern warfare. Critics argue that these trains are vulnerable in today's battlefield, dominated by precision weapons. A drone with thermal imaging can easily locate and destroy rail assets. But Russia appears to be betting that mobility, armor, and layered defenses can keep the Yenisei relevant, especially when moving through territories under heavy surveillance or contested supply zones. Beyond the battlefield, this development carries symbolic weight. Reviving armored trains signals a shift toward long-term conflict readiness. It shows Russia is digging in, not just on the ground, but in the infrastructure realm. The message? Supply lines will be defended, with steel, firepower, and Cold War ingenuity. In a world of satellites and cyber warfare, the sight of an armored train bristling with weapons may seem outdated. But if it works, if it keeps supplies flowing and critical rails secure, it may be exactly what modern hybrid warfare demands. Stay tuned as we continue tracking the evolution of military logistics and unconventional warfare platforms. This is One World Affairs.